How close was this that Aaron Judge was going to leave the Yankees?
I think until the Yankees bumped up their offer at the end, Aaron Judge was very close to being a San Francisco Giant or a San Diego Padre. And the fact that the Padres, Dan, came in at the last minute and put a very big number on the table. They had been in on Trey Turner for $342 million, and he turned that down to go to Philadelphia for 300 million. They were doing the same thing with Aaron Judge, and they wanted to put him in a lineup with Fernando Tatis Jr. and Manny Machado and Juan Soto, and build this absolute juggernaut. And instead, in the end, Aaron Judge said, "I want to be a New York Yankee," and that's been the lingering question throughout this whole free agent process. How much does Aaron Judge want to be a New York Yankee? The answer, it turns out, is a lot.
Yeah, I just wondered about this, that it felt like the Yankees were betting on him not having a great year last year. And now they're betting on him having great years for the next 9 years. Help me understand that rationale.
Yeah, not much understanding the rationale. I suppose it's some prisoner of the moment stuff where he's coming off a 62 home run season where he won American League MVP, and it's impossible to deny it. But as a business, it's a pretty hard thing to swallow when you make an offer for $213.5 million later, $213.5 million, and 6 months later, you're paying $150 million or so on top of that. If the New York Yankees had gotten $300 million in spring training when they were first discussing things with him, this deal's done, and they saved themselves quite a bit. But that's the price. That's the risk that you take in these contract negotiations. And I think in the end, the Yankees are happy that Aaron Judge is going to be in their uniform for the rest of his career. If he is a start to finish Yankee, like Derek Jeter. I mean, we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the pantheon there, who's going to be the captain, the new captain of the team. But it is a hefty, hefty price, particularly when we're considering that Aaron Judge is in his 30s. Aaron Judge is a unique guy in terms of size. You just do not see baseball players, Dan, who are 6'7" and 280 pounds, let alone baseball players who are 6'7" and 280 pounds playing into their late 30s and early 40s.
But I always go back to Albert Pujols because he had a Hall of Fame career. Cardinals decided to give him a offer that wasn't embarrassing, but they were probably hoping that he was going to leave. Angels ponied up, didn't get a return on their investment. But I wonder, are the Yankees going to look at this the same way at some point where they go, you know what, we got his best years that we could have, and we should have passed on this?
I mean, that would be the pragmatic thing to do, to use that money and put it towards somebody a little bit cheaper. But there are emotional ties here that I'm not sure ensnare many other franchises, right? The Yankees do need to operate differently. And I'm not suggesting this is something that, like, woe is me. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm going to play the tiniest violin in the world for the franchise that makes more money than every other one out there. Like, it's a first world problem if signing the best player in baseball in a particular year has poor effects in some regards. But the reality is, this is the cost of doing business when you're the New York Yankees.
Sure.
Like, if you have a guy who is homegrown, who is phenomenal on the baseball field, who is beloved inside that clubhouse, who embodies everything that you want your franchise to be, how do you let him go? Like, that was from the start. I've been saying that Aaron Judge is going to go back to the New York Yankees. And I understand free agency is a wild thing, especially when you're getting your first taste of what the rest of the world has to offer. But my calculus on this wasn't that Aaron Judge is going to choose the New York Yankees so much as the New York Yankees, because of all of those things that they purport to embody, cannot possibly let Aaron Judge go because he is quintessentially all of them.